Hello guys, it's me, Stark, and I'm here today to talk about something very interesting. And there's a very good technique, and I do not see a lot of players actually exploiting that. And I'm gonna talk about Feudal Age Booming. Yes, Feudal Age Booming. So wait, Stark, booming isn't when you go towards the Castle Age and you do add extra TCs and start adding extra villagers. Yes, it is. But you can actually do some kind of feudal age booming, and for some specific civilizations and in some specific scenarios, this can actually be pretty good. There are, of course, flaws, and of course, nothing's perfect. If this was just like the best approach for every scenario, players would just be doing this every time. But here's the idea. The idea about feudal age booming is that you go towards the feudal age as fast as possible and then you just invest into economy. And when I mean invest into economy, I actually mean you do invest into upgrades such as the double bit X, just as the bow saw, sorry, the horse collar, and because of this, you are actually gonna make your economy perform better. For example, think about double bit X. It actually increases in 20% the efficiency of your wood cutters. So basically, when you actually choose to go for double bit X, your villagers are actually gonna increase their gather rate so much that's gonna be like totally worth for them to it's gonna be totally worth for you to have more villagers on the wood. When you have like 10 villagers on the wood with double bit X, it would just be the same as having like 12 villagers without it. So you're just basically gaining like 2 extra villagers on your economy just because of that. So this is an insane and overlooked aspect of the game, and this is also why every player, no matter the situation, will often invest into double bit X as soon as they reach the next age, because this is indeed a very OP upgrade. And you can actually use this approach of the feudal age booming when even on closed maps. I would say that it's possible for you to use this approach on a map like Arabia. I have seen players just going like super fast towards the feudal age and just skipping army to invest into these eco upgrades and boost up their economy. But of course, if you're fighting against a very aggressive opponent or in a very aggressive situation like against Benatarman archers or something like that, you are just gonna not going to survive doing that. So you can actually make a small combination of walls and feudal age booming. And of course, there are civilizations that are more recommended for the feudal age booming. So which one are those civilizations? I'm not even gonna mention the Cuman here. Actually, I'm gonna mention the Cumans here. Let's go for an honorable mention for the Cumans because Cumans actually can produce a secondary TC, and then you can have all the benefits from the feudal age booming, like the economy getting busted, but you can also benefit from having an extra TC. So that's here the thing about the Cuman. But Cuman is not the only civilization that you can actually perform this technique. You can actually perform this technique with many others, and I'm gonna start here the list talking about the Malay. The Malay, which is the civilization that I have picked here for this video, actually have a very interesting bonus. The advanced age 66% faster. This means that you just can reach a very good feudal age timing doing a basic build here. I'm going for like population 20 into the next stage. I could have focused a bit more on the build and make it faster, but that's basically population 20 with no loom. I'm just splitting here my villagers into the multiple resources of the map. I have lured everything I could here. And now guys, I can just join the next age and start to develop my economy by making upgrades and developing. So here's the thing, it's 8 minutes, I'm already on feudal age. What do I gain by that? First, if I want to go outside and scout, my scout already has more HP. So think about an arena game. You can basically gain map control because every now if you fight against an enemy scout, unless the guy's going for like a feudal age rush, he's still gonna be on dark age. So you can just explore all the map and you can just kill the enemy scout if you choose, if you actually find him. The second thing here is that if your opponent is trying to feudal attack you with like a tilt on thrush, for example, you you are already on the Feudal Age, and this means that you are going to be able to counter him in many ways. For example, going for your own towers, making loom, doing everything you want, and you can also boost your scouting potential right there. So this is pretty good. Sometimes you can actually make a bait on Arabia to go for this strategy against more defensive enemies, and instead of actually investing into army, which is something that they should be expecting, you are just investing into your own economy. So right here, guys, I'm just going to develop my economy and balance it to go towards the castle age. And by that I mean I'm just gonna be dropping farms, finishing to it here my herdables, and I'm just gonna aim to have something like 16 on food, and then I'm gonna go towards the gold. There I am, 16 on food. I'm just gonna aim to go towards the gold, and then I'm gonna have enough villagers to click up towards the next age for this semi-fast castle approach. My economy is gonna be way more developed than my opponents, and I'm also gonna take several benefits. I'm already having the benefit of having the double bit X upgraded, and honestly, this is the biggest one. All of my farms here are being made with the horse collar, which means that they are actually going to provide more food to me, and this is also great. And that's it, guys. Right here, I also have the option to choose what I want to do. And this is also very important because sometimes when you go for a fast castle, you already decide on a strategy and you start doing that. Oh, I'm going for light cavalry. I'm going for a castle drop. But right there, I can still do any strategy that I want. I can go and add a barracks and a stable to go for and contest the relics. I can think about going heavy towards the stone to try and go for a castle drop, or I can just add like a market, a blacksmith, and click up towards the next age. My economy was far from optimal here, but I think that you guys just got the idea. I went to the Feudal Age, I did benefit a lot from the resources. It might seem that I'm actually, I think that one of the biggest downsides or one of the biggest flaws on this strategy is that you are not gonna match a fast uptime from your opponents, especially in a map like Arena, if they are going for a regular fast castle. So for example, if the Way here wanted to go for Castle Age, they could already be reaching Castle Age by now, on the next minutes here. So that's something that's quite huge. You are not actually match your opponent's uptime. But of course, the benefit of that is that you are actually developing your economy rapidly to do whatever you want. You did have map control so far, and you could plan enough how to play this. And of course, if you have a civilization that specifically has some bonus on the feudal age that can boost your economy, it's totally worth to doing that. It's actually a good option for you to have on the menu. It gives you all the benefits that I have talked about, and you can develop. I think that Burgundian can do an approach like this, and they are not so bad while doing that. I think that you can do a similar approach with civilizations such as the Way, because you're just gonna receive extra villagers per upgrade. You can just do a similar approach with the Bengalis. The reason for the Bengalis is because they are gonna receive 2 views on Feudal Age, 2 views on Castle Age, so you can actually benefit from that as well. By the way, guys, I'm already here on the Castle Age, and that's why the Malay are so powerful. I did play during Feudal Age, I did got all the upgrades. Now I can start to boom, dropping several TCs, and as you can see, my economy is so good that I can even afford all the Castle Age upgrades that I'm gonna make use here to boom, like the bow saw, like the Ravi plow, and I already have 33 villagers since I am the Malay, so I can often get a good leverage on my opponents, especially economically, by using this technique. Hope you enjoyed it. That was a very short video about talking about the benefits of Feudal Age Booming.